Ping ping uncle, hello.
Yeah. How exactly would be the another function of the ada another theme forget. Yeah, we don't end them. Not. Yeah. Yeah.
Submitting to a player profile that is currently active, and because it does sometimes take some research in order to find an accurate end date, that for plans where it does show the end date for the plan and the end time for that plan. There's a lot of plans for which that's not, especially the plans. In that case, it's escalated for follow-up. That would be a really quick resolve for us. We're literally going to find the end date on the portal and actually.
Yeah. I'm glad Is it possible for us to add a setting for resolve? So it's not getting specific, so just be a little more on point with what the resolution looks like. If it's just more of a generic resolve status, we'll find those. And then I think for established concerns, I think that's something that put back before as PPM notified the patient, unless again it is a more complicated benefit structure than a linear RI with
the exam. And then we're going to talk about the non-converted, how that might look for the request.
So one they did one request
Yeah.
and they want I guess those are just coming through without a requested appointment date, right?
The problem with those is that we're going to need them to provide the necessary information for us to be able to follow up on it. So they're going to have to provide full patient name, payer, subscriber ID number, zip code, and then we need to figure out a process for, are we following up with the patient to advise them of benefits? And then what happens? Do we transfer them to the patient access teams to get them scheduled? If we're not able to reach the patient and we're leaving a voicemail, what does that look like? How are we advising those teams that we've completed EMV? My other concern is I think we would have a high rate of sending those back for correction because we're not getting all of the information that we need to be able to verify benefits.
I think this is just like I think it's a best practice. We should only take those where it's scheduled. And
I think so too.
Why that's beneficial to the PEC as well. We could talk to Jordan and Amanda about it next Tuesday. But like I want the PEC to be focused on like this will push them to be like, okay, if I could just like convince this patient, like we're gonna take care of you, like let me just book your appointment down, which is what I want them to start doing. I don't feel like they're doing all the time today. Then they'll be incentivized to do that because then they can send it to us. They'll know they can send it to us after, and we can take care of it, right? And all the details will come over. But if the patient, I agree with you that if the patient is like, no, I can't do it, they need to handle it there and figure it out on the spot because there is like a timeliness component to that, and like it doesn't make sense to like have like the handoff causes friction, right? Is what you're getting at, and that matters for patient access too, right? The patient is going to be less likely to book if they're on with patient access, then you have to call them, then patient access has to call them back, and it's like a lot for the patient. So let's bring that back on Tuesday, but I think we should stick to our guns around like only send those with a requested appointment or with a booked appointment.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, we could provide the caveat that, those could be sent as a higher priority status for follow-up since keeping the visit is contingent upon what the benefit information is. I think that's doable. But yeah, I think it would become a very convoluted process if
I think we maybe lost.
Oh,
you're back.
I'm back. Okay, sorry. I was just saying that I think that we could, they could send that as a higher priority status for follow-up with the patient since keeping the scheduled visit is contingent upon what the benefit information is. So I think we could offer them that option for faster follow-up. But yeah, I think that the follow-up process with a non-converted lead just becomes too convoluted. And I think, we do risk the patient getting frustrated with that.
All right. Well, let's bring it on Tuesday.
Okay. I think that sounds good. So do you think that it is doable to add
Because I know for the billing issue tickets, you can add if you want an email to go to someone as well as yourself. So that's kind of what I was thinking that would look like on the EMV escalation ticket is, something just saying request for email follow-up, and then the sender would just choose their name from the drop-down. Or if, say it's an early person who's going to be leaving and it's going to be the later person that will be following up on it, then they could choose that person for follow-up, and that person would receive the email once it's completed for the same day request.
I kind of defer to you guys and how like interactions with the CPMs are going to matter.
Okay.
And how confident they feel about like, it sounds like in Colorado you guys are standing up processes though to be very involved with intake. I think I saw that you guys are actually calling every intake every morning. And obviously same days are a different bucket from that probably, but I think if we have tight processes with the CPMs there, we should be able to at least intercept the patient.
Okay. And this would be less for intakes and more for established patients that are presenting new insurance same day. Sorry, I should have clarified that. Because, the majority of the established patient new insurance requests that we get, I'm anticipating, will be same day or time of service. So that's why I'm just trying to put something in place for the ones that the DTMs aren't able to provide benefit information based on what's returned in Nirvana, so that we have a quick turnaround and are able to hopefully provide benefit information to that patient before they're finished with their visit, if possible. Worst case scenario, still same day follow up with that patient to advise of benefits.
Yeah. I just don't know how feasible it's going to be at scale to get back to the patient during the visit. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It sounds like you guys are probably doing that right now, but I do get nervous as we continue to grow. It's going to be challenging to manage that.
True.
Go ahead.
So we might need to put something more in place where we're saying that we will follow up with the patient within 24 hours on those. But then we get into what are we doing about collecting for the visit charge for that day? Are we letting them know that we may not be able to collect for that day, and that would then show as a balance going forward on their account that they would be responsible for, since we can't collect retroactively?
Yeah, I think that's the best. For one visit, I think you optimize the patient experience there. Yeah, that one day we wouldn't collect because we didn't catch it before. And then you tell the patient, hey, we're going to figure it out though. We'll let you know retroactively. That's a pretty, a lot of healthcare does it that way, right? We have to remember that. So it's not
true.
I go to primary care doc and you're billing me 3 months later.
Very time of service minded.
Which is good.
I love that. However,
क्या करना तुम्हें?
it's not translating.
करोगी क्या?
I think I'm spent most of my time at still figuring out how to make that happen. So it is a relief to occasionally be able to walk that back and provide a larger window.
Yeah. I think that's why it's so being developed is so hard, because there aren't many other types of visits since physical therapy where you're going every week, and so with primary care you're never gonna have this $1,000+ balance, right? Unless you actually mention that. Whereas here
Impact did have that.
Get that. But yeah, with us, it's you could go to 5 visits and then
which is what we see in New York. Yeah. Well, and especially we have patients that do come twice a week for both med and therapy too. So it definitely can add up quickly. This reminds me, Callie, one of the PMs in the Colorado market who used to oversee the care team in a physical therapy setting, has brought something to me that I thought was interesting. So they actually provided patients with like a form that listed all of their insurance benefits and then had asked them to sign it, stating that they understood and agreed that this would be their responsibility going forward. Is that something that at some point we might take a look at implementing just to provide greater understanding for the patient and accountability as well regarding visit charges going forward?
I mean, this is one that I think like we just have to keep in at the market level for now. So
Okay.
I entirely defer to you in Colorado what the SOP is. I think we're just a little ways off from a enterprise standard.
Okay.
It sounds like Mary's focused on that too. I saw she was digging in there, and there may be some negative like patient experiences recently driving some visit charge questions. But yeah, I'm sure you guys are on.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Well, in terms of next steps, Mirza's going to send the data over. I'm going to pull together Jira edits for next week. I'll run those by you guys.
Yeah. Somehow I don't know why Signal didn't work. At least it triggers an email, but it didn't work. But yeah, I sent it. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
हमें मत कॉपी क्या ये वो है गोल
हाँ तो वो वहीं पे करो
जिंदाबाद
खाना कोई
लिंक ले लिंक
चलो 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 देखो बोतल में सुबह आऊंगी यहाँ को डालने आपको बस
लिंक लिंक ले लिंक जा रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ से कहाँ जा रहा हूँ यहाँ से
खिड़की बंद करो पहले रात को ठंड से वो हो जाओगे
मैं किया बंद
बंद है
हाँ स्पेशली
ठंडा है रूम में
लगा सोई जाऊंगा
खाना खाओगे
Stop talking, you pay everything. This Diana time. That's my fault, no, but Diana's fault. So because I'm driving the car, there are many cars on the road. That's why I late. So you punish anybody, you punish me. Don't punish my Diana. Okay, punish this guy.
So, thank you so much for coming. Shall we start our
क्या हुआ दादू क्या हुआ
खाएगी
अभी नहीं बना दादू क्या हो गया
Okay, girls, we're gonna present soon. Amy, let me get my iPad. Okay, got it. Amy, I said iPad, not mouse pad. Oh. Got it. I said iPad, not iPad. Oh. Got it. I said iPad, not iMac. Oh. Got it. I said iPad, not iPad. Oh. I said iPad, not iPad. Oh. iPad.
Students, today is the day to present your group projects. Remember, it's not just about the
Let me present it. No, you're gonna mess it up. If you don't trust me, this whole thing isn't gonna work. After all, we have the same mission to find a device, right? So if you don't trust me with this simple thing, I don't think we can work together.
Fine. You present the slides.
Watch and learn.
This is a bad idea.
Now, imagine if you were swimming in the ocean and suddenly you come across this massive creature. This is All Grand Maha.
Elvin, what? He's actually doing this?
All Grand Maha has a hammerhead-shaped head, 6 small eyes. Join Google Pay call